Hey everyone, and welcome back. So today, here we have a tutorial for Victoria Stone. Now, a lot of people have not heard of that, and I hadn't either for a long time. It's a beautiful created stone, and there's only a limited amount of pieces in the world, I believe. So it's kind of rare, which is cool. If you haven't ever seen it, definitely Google it. It's worth a look. It's gorgeous. Anyway, mine is going to be done in blues today. And so I have white for blending and helping things out. I have two different grays for some shading. This is cold gray number 2. And this I believe is cold gray number 4. And then I also have light cobalt turquoise and cobalt blue greenish. For those of you who are new to my channel, I almost always work in polychromos. They are my favorite color pencil. That's what these are. They're an oil-based color pencil, and they're fantastic. I don't know that I've ever felt anything quite as great as these. So, first off, since this is a stone and not a gem, it is going to be opaque, which means that if my light is coming from the top here, that is also where my highlight will be. It will be the lightest part of the stone. And then our shadow will be on the bottom, on the opposite side of our highlight. So, I want to start with just the cold gray. By the way, if you don't have polychromos and you want to use whatever color pencils you have, they work just fine, I promise. This is just my preference. So, working with the light gray, cold gray number 2, I'm going to begin to create some shadow down here. Since it's a very, very light gray and we're working on white paper, we can do quite a bit of shadow. Just a bit. And then I want to use the darker gray to get around the edges and give them the feeling of depth. And we'll make our shadow a little bit deeper here. The farther you go away from your highlighted area, the bigger your shadow will be. And the rest of it will just kind of be around the edges. And then the wonderful thing about Victoria Stone is it has these like fan-like feathery patterns and designs in it, and it's just lovely. So, for that, we're going to use our two different blues and start with sort of fan-like structure. So I'm going to take my cobalt blue greenish, sort of try and do like a little bit of a concave structure here, a little bit of a curl, coming down to like a point with the light cobalt turquoise all the way down here. And I want the texture to show. I don't want it to be completely smoothed out for this. So we will go back and forth a few times just to give it a kind of smoothness, but I do want to show that there are actual almost like little strokes there. And then we'll kind of do the reverse over here. We'll start the fan. And go very lightly so that you can blend them together pretty easily. And we'll do another one up here where we start the fan this way. And then add to it this way. Now originally, the one I first did, I did with Caran d'Ache Pablos. And so this is a little bit different doing it like this because I have not worked with it like this before or done this stone with it. I have a very, very small set of Pablos. I keep trying different things with them and I really do like them, but they're not as quite as grand, I think, as polychromos. Personal, of course, opinion. Gonna start the fan down here. And go to the lighter one. We're just going to do this all over so you can just kind of start guessing or putting them haphazardly wherever you want. We want them to kind of overlap on the underneath side. So that the entire stone gets filled. At some point we'll just start coloring it in a little bit so we have a nice kind of base of color. Like that. And then another little fan texture over here. And there are many different designs in Victoria Stone, so this is just one that I've seen multiple times. And then somebody's summoning me on Facebook. Okay, so I'm going to take our white, wherever we had it, there it is, and kind of go over and blend a little bit of this up here and smooth it out. Kind of unify it a little bit. Gives a really nice smooth texture when you go over it like that. As you can see, my white is dying. Gotta get either a pencil extender or a new white one. And I'm going to use my dark blue to go around some of the bottom here. Because overall it's going to be a blue stone. So we don't want it to be showing gray, we want gray to more of just mute the color. like that. And there we pretty much have it. You can go back and add to it, bring more little fan textures in. You can do it however you would like. But that's pretty much it. I think I'm going to bring in a little bit more shadow with my gray. Just really darken this edge a little bit more. And then all that's really left is to put our highlight on here, which will go up here. I'm using a Uniball white signal broad pen, gel pen, to get the highlight. But whatever works for you. And there you have it, our Victoria Stone. Isn't she pretty? Alright, well, that is that, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you like and subscribe it and share it to all your friends so that they know how to make a Victoria Stone as well. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye!